pretty nuts story about the blackout yesterday.
Okay, so there was a blackout, and where it was in
Canarsie.
In Canarsie. It's a part of Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah.
And I'm just telling this to people who are not from New York. And so we had a blackout in New York like a week ago, right? And it was in Manhattan, I believe. I'm not sure which part now.
It was in Midtown, right?
Midtown.
Shut it down.
Wasn't it?
That's what you get, Midtown.
Maybe it was Upper West. But
definitely
the
Midtown,
point being, this was not, I think this was not a controlled situation. Con Ed did not know what was going on. And so they clearly have been on their toes to try and make sure that they not subjected to a surprise blackout, particularly with this heat wave coming. Everybody's got their air conditioning on, whatnot. Understand what happens when there's a blackout. People are trapped in the subways for extended periods of time. I mean, it's awful, awful. And so it appears that Con Edison, as a way of avoiding a blackout in a place like Midtown Manhattan, or the Upper West Side, or the Upper East Side for that matter, or really anywhere in Manhattan, or in specific places in Brooklyn that might have more money, specifically more political power, you wouldn't want that to happen. So maybe how can we save some of our kilowatts so that it doesn't happen in an area where we could get in real trouble for it?
So now what we're hearing is that Con Edison purposely turned off the lights in this neighborhood to prevent a bigger outage. What do you guys think about that?
Why this neighborhood?
Oh, really?
I didn't even know that.
What do you think about that?
That's crazy if that's the case. So what? We are not important enough? Like, we're supposed to sit in the dark while you what? Survey. Who is going to be protected? Who they're protecting? What about us? So you're making us suffer to preserve who? Who are they preserving? So why? We're not important? I'm trying to understand this. I'm so confused. This is news to me.
Period.
So exactly.
Hold on, pause it. She understands it. She understands it. Continue.
I'm trying to understand this. I'm so confused. This is news to me. So exactly what are they looking to accomplish? So we need to suffer so that you could do what? Preserve who? And what about the preservation of us?
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah, this just shows how, class struggle, anti-racist struggle, energy justice, and, the fight against climate change all go hand in hand. And they have to if we're going to do anything about it.
What we say was that by the time the Republicans and the right, quote unquote, accepts the science, which is a terrible frame in my opinion, it will be policies like that at a macro scale.
Efficiency.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a long history of the government doing this too. Like, the reason I spoke to Anna Merlin about this, like the reason that some people thought that the government flooded black neighborhoods on purpose during Hurricane Katrina is because they actually did that decades beforehand to save white neighborhoods.
Right.